Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by. My name is Liz. If you're new, thank you for coming. If you're returning, it's great to have you back. Today we are going to be doing my week checkup for my first bi-weekly budget for March, even though we are still on the very last days of February. I still consider this paycheck my March paycheck because it takes me into paying for my first bills of the month. So go ahead and get started. I'm gonna just flip this over. So I can tell you that all of these medical bills that I had set out from my tax return have been paid. I still haven't gotten gas. I do need to do that. The credit card's been paid. These other three will be paid in the next week. So we can go ahead and get to my cash envelopes and see how I'm doing there. So these, you can see if you were at my last budget video, I did do this setup and I added these in afterwards. I just got a little creative. I kind of like it. I think it looks good, but we will see how well that works out for keeping track. And let's get started. So I don't think I have any change in here. I think I already took it all out. I got 2 pennies. That's what I've got for change. We'll just stick that in my jar later. So my groceries for week 1, I used all $50, so there's nothing left in there. We'll just do that on both. Get you zoomed in here a little bit so that we can see what I've got going on. Okay. Kind of out of frame, but I'll see how well that works. All right, so my first week of groceries, I have not touched this week of groceries, so there should be $50 in here. There's 20, 40, and 50. Still 50 in there. Right, so house did use some of this up. So there's 5, 6, 7, and 8 left in house. Thrift, there's going to be very little left in thrift. There's $1 left in thrift. I bought a couple of shirts for work. So Fun still has the full $20 in it. Oops should be completely stuffed still. It should still have its 25. There's 20 and 5. Right, and then that's just the money that I set aside for my birthday. So let's calculate up what we're going to be using here, or what we have here. Let's calculate up what we have in our budget still. So there's 50 plus 8 plus 1 plus 20 plus 25 equals 104. Not bad. $104 for the next week's budget. I think I did pretty good. Let's look at my transactions for the month. Now you are going to get another sneak peek. You got a sneak peek on my trackers that I'm doing. I'm also working on a no spin challenge sheet. One I have is not laminated, and I have my reservations about both, but so this one is laminated, and these are just prototypes. This one doesn't have a pocket. The ones that I am making for the Etsy store do have a pocket. So, oh, that's interesting. But so it's just a little challenge, and once I do finally get that figured out, I'll go over it with you if you're interested in those. But I like the laminated one for writing down. It's easier. If you mess up, you can just fix it real quick without having to worry about it being a permanent thing on your challenge sheet. And then I did have a transaction log where I can put all of my transactions that I do during the no spend in here. But I also think that I want to keep it permanent so that I can look back throughout the months and see how well I did on them. So that's why I was trying out one that isn't laminated, and I do like it. It's great. As you can tell, I haven't written in it as much as I have with this one. But again, you can't just wipe it out and start over with this. So I'm not sure which way I really want to go. I do eventually want to get printables where you can just print out your own instead of having to buy the physical copy from me, but I don't have the computer capabilities to do that right now. So you would end up just having to buy the physical copy, but I'm loving it so far. Anyway, let's put my transactions that I did this week down, and I don't know. I've already got pink ink all over myself from that Sharpie. It bled all over me. Let's see. I did not put any of this stuff in here right away, so I did that. So we'll start with the 20th, and we did groceries. Groceries is pink on here. I'm gonna redo this so that it matches a little bit more with what I want it to be. So groceries, I did $50 on the 20th. Okay, I also did, what else did I do on the 20th? The 20th, I did a little bit of thrift shopping. So that's going to be $8. I'm going to put a T for thrift since this is a multi-use category, the blue is. And I know I did something else. Oh, I did do $12 at Walmart. And that's house. So, and I decided to put these two together, the thrift and, well, at first because, oh, I do both, but I am going to switch it out and do thrift and fun at the same time. I just think it'll work better for me that way. Okay, the 16th, I put that one down. The 19th, I put that one down. All right, I think the only other one that I had was the $11 that I used on thrifting on the 25th. So there you have it. And it's 27th today. I will be spending money today for my birthday. My birthday's in a few days, but it's during the week. So, and I probably won't spend any money this day. So that will end out the week or the month of February, and we'll go into March, and I'm going to actually start a true no spend challenge. This was just a trial run to see how these worked, and if I thought that they were doable for me, and it is. I met my faux goal that I put out there for how many no spend days that I wanted for the month. I did make it. I went over it. So I think that's pretty good. And I wasn't very aggressive with it, but it will do. So, and then starting in March, and it probably won't be this first week. I have a lot of birthdays in the family and stuff this first week, so I probably won't get any no spends on here. I'm probably not going to go super aggressive with this in the first week, but we'll see how I do after that. I am going to move this stuff over. I'll get this all cleaned up. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to leave this in here until I finish out February, because we are still a couple of days away, and we'll see what else gets done in there. This one, I think I'll leave in there. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I decided after I made this, it would be really nice to be able to have a little pocket on here so that you could put your little stickers if you do stickers and you want this in your calendar view, just to store them. I've been paper clipping them, and it's starting to drive me nuts that I have so many paper clips and just binder clips everywhere in my binder. Or if you want to store the receipts for things that you do buy during your no spend, that would work too. I thought that would be a good idea too. So yeah, so there's just a quick peek at one of the things that I would be offering in my Etsy store if I ever get it up and going. I had set a goal of March 1st as having everything done and ready to go. However, I underestimated how long it takes to get all of this stuff put together, made, and then the actual physical things done. It takes quite a while to get them accomplished, and I have way too much stuff on my plate right now to be able to give it my full attention when I'm not working. So I decided I needed to give myself some grace, give it a couple more weeks, work on it a few more weeks, and then I will launch my Etsy store. Yeah, so that's my life right now. I've overloaded myself with classes and homework and Etsy store making, so I need to give myself a little bit of grace. I'm gonna work on that. I was beating myself up a little bit, but shouldn't do that because it's my first time. I don't know how long any of this stuff takes. So anyway, so that is my check-in for March 1st, first paycheck. Come back next week to finish it out. I should have put up by now a video going over how I was able to do 88-cent birthday gifts for 4 of the girls in my family, and I did complete those out. And I can report that my one niece who already got hers was in love with it and was very happy with it. So, and immediately put it on. So I thought we worked out really well, and someone else will get one here in the next few weeks, and then someone will get theirs a couple weeks later, and then the other ones later this year. So I think I did good. So be on the lookout. That should be on, that video should be out by the time you see this budget video. So I will link that below if you're interested in going and seeing and crafting with me. So also, just as a side note, I am still considering changing my channel name to match with my Etsy store name. Again, it's not something that's going to happen immediately, but if I do it, it will coincide with the launch of my Etsy store. So I will, so if you see a different name on my channel, it's just me changing my mind. Not for sure what I'm going to do yet, but keep a lookout for that. So yeah, it was great for you to come by. Thanks for stopping and seeing how I'm doing with my budget. You guys are a great motivator to keep me on task. Doing this just on my own, I completely crash and burn. But I do notice that because I am making myself accountable with my videos, that my budget is more cohesive, and it lasts. It isn't just done at the end of this week and, oh, I don't have money for the rest of my paycheck or for the rest of my pay period. So thank you so much for being that accountability that I need. So thank you so much for coming. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.